see, I am here at the Stadthaus. Yeah, it's an amazing building. And it's March, so it means that it's time for movies that matter. Movies that matter start in that exposition for me, or at least that's the first thing that I'm seeing. Movies That Matter is a festival that really shows real movies, telling really beautiful and impressive stories. Tonight, I'm gonna watch Goldie, and there's plenty of other things. To start everything, I'm here in that exposition that I'm showing you right now. Really, no distinction should be made.
Say what you want, say what you want, say what you want.
I just discovered that this is all about the 30 articles of human rights in cities and countries around the world, and it made everything even more interesting. Oh my god, this is such an important topic nowadays, especially after everything that is going on in the Netherlands and the things that you know in the world. We are living a crazy wave. I completely forgot to mention the fact that I'm impressed, and oh my god, I'm impressed about that.
Say what you want, say what you want, say what
En welkom bij de Visual Human Rights ceremonie. En dat is meteen ook een onderdeel van de Movies That Matters. Klopt dames, want ook vanavond gaat het beginnen hier tegenover ons in het Spuittheater en het Filmhuis. Dus...
Dames en heren, 3 weken geleden leerde ik een jonge dame uit Centraal-Amerika kennen. En we raakten aan de praat. Ze is advocate en heeft als enige in haar familie gestudeerd. Mijn nieuwsgierige aard liet het niet hierbij. Ik begon te vragen naar de staat van educatie in haar land, omgeving en cultuur. Vrij direct reageerde zij met: het is geen prioriteit. Haar antwoord zorgde ervoor dat ik bevooroordeelde gevoelens bij mij werden opgepekt. Ik begreep het niet. Hoe kan iemand ooit denken dat educatie geen prioriteit is?
Je gaat heel erg blanco. Dat is het mooiste eigenlijk. Wel een beetje weten wie iemand is of wat de situatie is. Maar altijd, vooral toen ik voor een krant werkte, was het toch altijd: hoe ga ik dat dan in de krant zetten en hoe komt dat het mooiste over bij mensen? Nou, als je naar een demonstratie gaat bijvoorbeeld of naar een oorlogsgebied, is dat weer anders dan wanneer ik bij jou thuis kom om jou te portretteren. Dan kijk ik rond en dan denk ik, nou, dit is, ik wil alleen maar iemands gezicht, of ik wil een beetje zijn woonomgeving, of leefomgeving, of werkomgeving.
Mevrouw de wethouder, mag ik alstublieft met u beginnen? We zitten natuurlijk in de stad van vrede en recht, maar hoe is het eigenlijk gesteld met die mensenrechten hier in Den Haag?
Zeg maar, wat heel belangrijk is en waar we mee bezig zijn in Den Haag hier, maar ook voor naar het buitenland, maar ook met heel veel partijen in deze stad, is zeg maar, de toegang tot het recht is iets zo belangrijk voor iedereen. En wat wij heel graag willen en waar we ook veel aandacht aan besteden, is dat ook onze eigen burgers daar zo goed mogelijk toegang toe hebben.
Say what you want, say what you want.
I just arrived at Movies That Matter to watch the movie Goldie, and this place just looks so nice, this cinema, this theater. Then what exactly you see in the VR glass?
We have 5 movies here, as you can see. We have a Ghost Fleet, we have a Sisulu, and we have My Drowning Island, and we have Isle of the Dead, and last but not least, Ash 68.
Okay, that's really nice. Maybe after the movie you guys are gonna be here?
Unfortunately, we're until 9.
Then I will be here another day, so I will see that.
From 12 to 9, every day you can be here.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. The first one is just me. Oh my god. Oh, I never learned. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, what's the deal with you and making picture? What happened?
For me, it was like I didn't notice at first that it was 4 pictures. I thought, oh, it's one picture and they're gonna put 4 times. So then I was like posing, and then I didn't know how to pose at the same time because I thought the flash was before, and I was like, and then I changed, and that was the picture. So I'm a disaster. I give up, and here it is. And rule number 1 when you go to watch a movie, always go early, because then you end up, if you go late, you end up here where we are, which is not a big deal, but still.
It's a good. We're like in the front row. I mean, for these places you need to reserve. So
yeah, and like we are
it's
VIP.
not like a real cinema thing that you're sitting up like this.
True,
This is
true.
great. We have nobody in front of us.
No, it's good. We see everything first.
Yeah, and we're going to Goldie.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're gonna rate the movie, of course. So come
Definitely.
and join us. You really need to come. It's really like worthwhile because human rights are our basic rights. So please do come and join.
And also, there's the fact that the movie that matter is like in 17 cities in the Netherlands.
Welcome everybody. Welcome here at the opening night of the Movies That Matter Festival 2019. I'm very happy that you're all here. My name is Maarten and I'm the programmer of Movies That Matter, and I'm very pleased and honored to present to you tonight the film Goldie. We have researched over 700 films this year to come to a final selection of 70 fiction and documentary films. Over 300 screenings will be presented in the upcoming 9 days here in The Hague. Here in Theater aan de Spui, but also next door in Filmhuis Den Haag. We're going to have several international guests. They're flying in from all over the world to meet you here in The Hague. We have filmmakers. One of them is Sam de Jong. Sam de Jong, the filmmaker of the film Goldie. What you don't know is that at the start of the film we did a little poll to see how many people know you. But for the people who don't know you, can you quickly tell us who you are, where you're from, and yeah, don't worry, most of the people do know you. But there are a couple who...
It's funny that you did a poll.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a filmmaker. I graduated from film school in Amsterdam in 2012, and this is my second film. Yeah.
So your first film was Prince?
Yeah.
About Amsterdam North. Was that your stepping stone to create an American production?
In this case, it was because after making this movie, which was the first film Prince, which was co-produced by the Dutch branch of Vice. So the main office in New York ended up seeing it and distributing the film. And at the time, they were partnering with 20th Century Fox, and 20th Century Fox said if Prince would have been in English, they'd have bought it and distributed it, and they wanted to know what my next idea was, which wasn't at all what this movie is now, because we went through a period of researching and writing, obviously, but...
How long did it take to make Goldie?
That initial conversation I had with the producer in New York was, I think, in January of 2016.
So when they contacted you and they basically told you, come to America and make a film for us, or?
In a way, but there's a long process of debating what the film should be, and then also making sure that I can be there and work there. So getting a work permit, going through those legal channels, and getting a contract drafted, and eventually I ended up going there. I think in the fall of 2015, and then spent about 2 years writing several drafts of the story and researching a lot and getting to know Slick, who came on board pretty early in the writing phase still.
And how did you get to know her? Did you have somebody who cast her, or?
Yeah, I had these two amazing casting directors from New York who do a lot of street casting, and they were working in fashion at the time, and they also casted for American Honey, so they knew their way around working with first-time actors, and they showed me a deck of all these different faces that they thought would be interesting for me, and I just pointed out to Slick's face, and I was like, who's she? Because she has this, just her photo is very magnetic, and they were like, oh wow, that's a coincidence that you ask who she is, because her life, like whatever you're working on, her life is very complex and has been an inspiration to others, and you should meet her. And then I met her, and then she saw Prince and she liked it, and she liked my point of view as a filmmaker, and then I started writing more drafts, and she became a part of I imagined her, I knew she wanted to do it, and we all knew that she wanted to do it, so at some point she became the girl that we were writing the film for.
Because there is a connection, right, between Goldie and Slick.
Yeah, big time, yeah.
Can you tell us what the connection is? What is her story?
Well, her story is her mom was incarcerated when she was about 6, and she was released 2 weeks ago. So she spent 15 years in prison and stick herself in those 15 years lived on the streets and in different like foster homes, but also with her grandma, and so her life is way like even. Well, I mean, this is hard, but she's been through a lot as well.
So was it hard for her to make this film, to be an actress and actually, play her own story in a way?
Yeah, very. I mean, at first I think she was like, I want to be the lead in the film, and I want to shed light on this situation, and I want to talk about this. But then once you're on set, that means opening up a lot of trauma that you've hid and concealed for yourself, and going through, like playing the arrest of her mom, for instance, was really hard for her because she hadn't really given it a place yet. So
how do you handle that as a
director? just
you go past it.
Yeah, it's just really hard, and you need a lot of time, and yeah.
So also, when you casted Snick, she was starting her modeling career, but it really took off during the shooting of the film, right?
No, just before. So I think I met her in late 2015, and after that, while we were writing, she became Rihanna's the face for her cosmetics line and stuff.
I actually forgot to end the video. I wanted to say the movie was amazing. You can see the guy that created the movie talking about it, and he's definitely better than me. So I want to say bye.